Everyone brace yourself.
So I was talking to editor Alex.
Yeah.
We have competing theories about what's going to happen.
Okay.
He thinks that it's like a little situation where Takopi's going to have to die and like sacrifice himself to save Shizuka.
How?
That's what he said. He said, I'm guessing based on the first episode vibe that Takopi's going to have to like die to save everybody. Like Little Prince style. You're not even close on camera. You're running away from the.
I am.
You're like.
I don't know how I feel about that. Okay.
And my theory, I still think it's gonna be one of those where it's just kind of like, oh wow, I give up. I'm gonna go back to Happians and other aliens. I'm giving up on humans entirely. That's what I think it's gonna be.
Okay, my theory is gonna be a hopeful ending.
A hopeful ending?
Because I've read the comments.
Oh, really?
And
okay.
I'm gonna.
Well, that's not fair.
I'm gonna stay. He could still die. I don't know, but I'm staying hopeful and optimistic. Mm-hmm.
So the comments have like reassured you. They're like, okay.
Not necessarily. No, it wasn't like that. It was just like there can be hope in the ending, and I'm like, oh.
There could be.
There could be hope in the ending.
There could be. All right, let's go.
次、クゼ。
あ、はい。6.6 だっぴ。6.6です。
正解。
声ちっさ。何言ってるかわかんないよね。マリナちゃん何もしてこなかったっぴね。
Why? What?
もしかしたら仲直りの一歩かもしれないっぴ。
I mean, do we need to make up? If I'm just not being abused by her, that would be good.
But Takopi doesn't understand.
なんか誰かと散歩するのって久しぶり。そうだっぴか？
Oh.
昔はよくお父さんと一緒に行ってて。パパいるっぴか？いるよ。小さい頃に出てっちゃったけど。そういうのもあるっぴか人間。お父さんがいなくなった夜もね、こんな風に星が出てて、私お星様に一生懸命お願いしたの。お父さんとお母さんが離婚しませんようにって。
That hurts.
でも叶わなくて、その時に思ったんだ。魔法もないし、神様だっていないんだって。静香ちゃんがこんなお話をしてくれたのは初めてだっぴ。なんだか仲良くなれた気がして嬉しいっぴね。
I think it's really sad. I know that's something that I had to work through when I was a kid, when I wanted things for other people and I would pray about them and then they didn't happen. Mm-hmm. And I got so resentful.
Yeah.
And then it took me a long time to work through that idea. And because I think that kids can't pick up on the nuance. And sometimes I do think there's lessons that are really bad that people are taught, where they're like, oh yeah, if you pray hard enough for something and you're a good enough person, it will happen.
Yeah.
And that's such a bad lesson, because it's like treating God as a genie or like a magic item. And it just doesn't work that way. And,
God doesn't take away your parents' free will or fix the problems magically.
But that's what it's taught, like that is the case. Like it's like a get out of jail free card if you're good enough and if you ask enough. And it just doesn't work that way. It's like you can ask for something and it can never come true.
Yeah.
And that's the other half. But people don't like to sell that to kids because it's an uncomfortable reality. And so people don't want to say, and even if you're not teaching it like overtly, even in media and whatnot, it's like you don't tell the story about the kid who prayed for something every night and it just didn't happen.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, okay, you've got to just accept that that's the way it's going to be.
Yeah.
And that doesn't, it's so easy because it's like, well, that doesn't mean God doesn't exist. It just means he's saying no. And even if you're like, but I don't understand why you would say no, it's like, yeah, but it's still a no.
Yeah.
And that's really hard to work through.
Yeah, especially when you're a child.
Especially when you're a child. And so I was resentful for years, and it took me a long time to work through that.
You had to become an adult yourself and be able to see your parents with like new eyes, right?
Yeah, and I had to understand that it was like, oh, I can pray for something and I can be 100% sincere, and the answer can just be no.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially for other people when you're like, I just want something good for them. Why? And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
こうやって星を見た時よりずっと。あれ？あの時は確か静香ちゃんと出会って6日目、ちょうど今日だっぴ。それで静香ちゃんが死んじゃったのはその次の日、つまり明日。静香ちゃんはチャッピーの首輪だけを持って公園に来て、あれ？なんであの時チャッピーは
Whoa! What?
Right now.
Marina.
いなかったんだっぴか？
あはーこんな時間に外出とか癒やしいね。やっぱシリガルも遺伝するのかな。
Why are you out?
マリナちゃん。
あ、ボブつけんだ。前から思ってたんだけどさ、寄生虫とかアバズレにも犬飼う資格ってあるのかな。
チャッピー戻って、ほら。
質問に
Whoa!
答えてよ。一人じゃ生きてけない寄生虫が犬クソ飼える身分かって聞いてんの。
マリナちゃん、優しくなったんじゃないぴか？
She was just waiting. She had a plan.
怖すぎて動けない。
Wow!
Good. But I think this is why he gets put down.
That's what Marina. She just wanted Chappie to bite.
誰か助けて。犬が、怖い犬が倒れてるんです。警察官を。
Oh, now everybody pops out. Where the hell was everybody? Yo,
Where's everybody when you-
everybody
the
pops
little girl's
out.
getting beat
Wait,
up.
Marina's curb stomping Shizuka, and if nobody's around, suddenly we've got like neighborhood watch on every corner.
F all those
What
people.
the hell?
なんだぴこれ。チャッピー。待って。チャッピー。静香ちゃんが泣いてるぴ。そんなの絶対ダメだっぴよ。僕が。
Oh no! This doesn't feel like it's gonna work. I mean, honestly, like, I thought Marina was gonna just, like, stab Chappie.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
I-
that's what she's just manipulating
I
the
mean,
adults. It makes sense.
It isn't, I don't know. Like, at least she didn't stab Chappie straight up. I feel like there's at least a separation. I'm saying from, like, how scary Marina is.
Yeah.
Like, at least this is still, like, demented and sociopathic and stuff, but at least she's not, like, willing
Yeah.
to do the direct. I feel like the fact that she's not doing the violence directly
Like if she
herself.
killed the dog.
Yeah,
I'd
that
like,
would
oh,
be
she might-
horrifying.
Yeah, that would
There's
be
just
scary.
another level. It's
散
still
歩コースを
horrific.
変えるぴ。
何の話？こっちの道なんかあるの？
今日公園を通らなければ、マリナちゃんに会わないから
I
大
feel
丈
like
夫。
Marina's got like an
いた
AirPod
いた。
この
or
流れ
like a tracker or something.
朝散歩とかどうぴか？散歩は明日にするぴ。
Poor Takopi. Damn, Marina creepy, dude.
おかしいぴ。いつどこで何度やってもチャッピーが。
よし、うまくいった。大丈夫。探した甲斐があったよね。
君大丈夫？
あ、マリナちゃんが探しに会いに来てるからだっぴか。
もう安心だよ。
でもそれじゃあ、会わないようにするのは難しいっぴか。
I hope he's realizing that she's
そ
malevolent.
れになんで噛まれちゃうのに会いに来るぴ？
Nope.
痛いっ
I
ぴの
feel
に。
bad for Takopi.
そうだっぴ。同じ人間の静香ちゃんに聞いてみ
You know
る
what it also feels like? It feels like it's just sad to see something that's so like bright and happy and innocent be violently stripped of their naivety brutally.
Yeah.
That's what's it's like it's just not nice to see somebody like who thinks the world is good and people are good and like
Yeah.
have that be confronted with that reality so
Slapped in the
violently
face.
and viciously.
マリナちゃんのこと何かわかるかも。静香ちゃん、ちょっと聞きたいんだっぴが。チャッピー、待って、置いていかないで。
バイバイ。
このままじゃ、静香ちゃんが。
Just don't lose that camera, Takopi.
静香ちゃん。僕が絶対君を助けるっぴ。君がずっとチャッピーと一緒に笑っていられるように。
はダメでも、何度も繰り返せば、きっと方法があるはずだっぴ。君が、とても悲しいことをしなくていいように。だからどうか、僕を信じて。
タコピー。
僕が今度こそ、君を、ものすごい笑顔にしてみせるっぴー。
Whoa, whoa. What happened this time?
What?
What happened?
だから静香、チャッピーはお父さんとこ行くことになったから。人を噛んだ犬はこの町には
Oh,
I
they
thought
Jappy didn't
I thought
die.
they put the dog down. Is that her
だから
mom?
いつか取りに行けるわよ。
Hey,
Mama, your kiddo is beaten to a pulp.
hello, lady. Oh, she's
Hi,
pissing
Uncle.
me off. I had a lot of like sympathy. And
I did
empathy
too. I
for
was
her.
like, she's probably trying to make the best of it. Like, she's probably just like doing the utmost that she can, you know?
No. She looked well taken care of.
弟といえばあいつが勝手に置いていった犬なんだし。あとマリナちゃんは大した怪我じゃないらしいけど、母親は相当キレてるってキララ坂さんが。ほんとだるいよね。あの人の手前一応謝りに行くからね。ほんと余計な面倒起こさないでよ。
All right, this bitch doesn't deserve to be a
じゃ
mom.
あ私仕事行くね。夕飯適当に食べといて朝までには帰るから。っていうか静香、頭に毒ダミってどうなのよ。
あれから何度試しても、どうしてもチャッピーは連れてかれてしまったっぴ。
It almost feels like we're watching Steins Gate.
Yeah.
でも、
I mean,
僕
it's
は絶対
regression,
諦め
right?
ないっぴ。
But you mean the, I guess, mild spoilers, sort of, but just the way that the timeline seems to continuously push.
Like trying over and over
It
and
almost
over and
feels
over
like
again.
fate is at work trying to create a specific event, and fighting against that is really hard.
だって、静香ちゃんはまだ生きてくれてるから。だから僕も頑張って、チャッピーをパパのところから連れ戻してみせるっぴ。静香ちゃん、大
Could
丈夫。
Shizuka go live with
僕が
Dad and
必ず
just
チャ
get
ッ
out of
ピーを連
here?
れ戻すっぴ。だから元気出してほしいっぴ。
She talks fondly about her dad.
But is that just an idealization?
Yeah,
Because like
maybe.
sometimes the bare minimum affection, I feel like, can become everything in a child's head, and it's easier to idealize the parent that's not there, that you're not confronted with. And the second thing is, sometimes I think that kind of like, we don't know everything going on with Marina and her mom yet, but it seems like Marina's mom is bitter towards the relationship, and sometimes kids can be viewed as the byproduct of a relationship. So if relationship goes bad, that resentment can sometimes be transferred onto the kid. Yeah. And so I wonder if like Shizuka's mom might have treated her way better prior.
know.
You never, sometimes like, not always.
Yeah, and
I would say almost never, but occasionally.
I thought in Japan that the parental rights usually went to the father, not to the mom.
I have no
I don't
idea.
know.
僕が今から見てくるっぴよ。静香ちゃん、お腹空いてないっぴか？ほら、給食のパンだっぴ。食べるっぴ。
Her mom really doesn't seem to care about her one way or another, man, which...
Your daughter is beat up
ど
and
うしたら
skinny
笑顔
with
にな
no
ってくれるっ
muscle.
ぴか？
Do you not give a single F?
そうだっぴ。学校に行ってみんなと会えば。
Oh,
まさかの来るっていう。
聞いた？マリナ
they
ちゃん
keep showing this kid.
I know.
犬にかませたんでしょ？
よく学校来れるわ。
あはー。クソ犬管理不行き届き障害女じゃん。おはよ
よく来れたね。
う。ピー。
じゃあここまで。次移動だから遅れないでね。
マリナ、手からすっごい血が出て。ひどい。慰謝料だよ。狂犬病移ったかもしれなくて。
If only.
謝って。ねえ。
ひらら坂さん、次音楽室だから、そろそろ移動。 ああ、行くか。音楽何いるっけ？
久世さん、大丈夫？体調悪いなら保健室とか、僕にできることがあったら、なんて。
Aww. Aww. What a good kid. Be like
あい
this
つ何やっ
kid.
ても無反応でキモかったね。つまんない。明日どうする？ごめんみんな。今日先帰っててくれる？なんか用事？そっか。また明日ね。
The lackeys are weirder to me in some ways. Because, like, Marina, at least there's some explanation for why she has such a deep-seated resentment, even though it's
Yeah.
completely
The other girls
misguided.
just
The other
like-
girls are just cruel for the sake of being cruel.
And they're glad that it's not them being picked on.
Yeah.
静香ちゃん
Oh, no.
静香ちゃん、全然元気にならないっぴ。あ、もしかして、お腹空いたっぴか？給食食べなかったっぴし。
あ、寄生虫。
マリナちゃん。
ちょっと話あるから。
Man, it feels so hot.
顔貸してね。
Do you see the heat, like,
Yeah.
distortion?
The way they're doing that is
Trippy.
good drawing.
無視してんじゃねえよ、クソ女。
Her hand totally fine.
静香ちゃんの可愛いチャッピーのお話でもしようよ。
Punch her in the face. I wish she could. I know she's not strong enough.
静香ちゃんが喋ったっぴ。これで元気にマリナちゃんとお
Oh,
話。
Takopi. Yeah.
いや、違うっぴね。これはチャンスかもしれないっぴ。
No, Takopi.
今度こそ二人が仲直りできるかも。だったらもう僕も逃げないっぴ。怖くてもちゃんと向き合って二人の仲直りをお手伝いするんだっぴ。待ってっぴ。
Oh, great. It says, like, don't enter. Yeah, keep out. Wonderful. Lovely. Oh, yeah. Okay.
もう少し早く帰ってこれないの？
またその話かよ。
マリちゃんだって寂し
俺は
がってる
外で汗水垂らした。
マリちゃん。マリちゃん。わかるよね。マリちゃんだけはずーっと。ママの味方だよね。
チャッピーの
Ah.
犬死んだけど、どう？死んでなんかない。死んだ。
死んでないもん。
死んだ。死んだ、死んだ。
お父さんのところに行ったの。
死んだ。
いつ帰ってきても大丈夫だもん。ほら、首輪だって。
子供の定款で保健所送り。
死んだに決まってんじゃん。バーカ。お前にはパパもいない。優しいママもいない。友達もいない。誰も心配してくれない。唯一同類のドブ犬も死んだ。
お前も死んでよ。
怖っぴ。怖っぴ。怖すぎだっぴ。怖すぎて一歩も。ピー。
お前の生活費どこから出てると思う？うちのパパの財布だよ。
お前の着てるものも食べてるものも全部お前の母親が男から吸い上げた金でできてる。マリナのパパが頑張って稼いだお金からお前さえいなければ。
パパはママにまた指輪を買ってあげるはずなのに、見ず知らずの商売女なんかじゃなくて、マリナの家族に。
Yeah, take it up with your dad.
静香ちゃん、とっても痛そうだっぴ。早く助けないと。そうだっぴ。ハッピーカメラで。
Oh no. Why does this feel?
うるさい。 お前がいなくなればママだって元通りに。
チャッピー。チャッピーがいれば私は大丈夫。他には何もいらないんだ。何があったって平気なの。
The only one
ど
to
んな
love her.
痛いことや辛いことだって。
静香ちゃん、このままじゃ隠れて見てるだけじゃきっと同じだっぴね。静香ちゃん、静香ちゃん、静香ちゃん、パパを返せよ。勇気を出さなきゃ。静香ちゃん、今度こそ僕が。
Whoa! Whoa! Takopi, what are we doing? What the hell are we doing? Just go back!
Did he
Whoa!
hit her?
What the hell?
Did he hit her?
He hit her?
With the can. Whoa.
Oh, whoa! What the?
Holy
Why? What
shit.
the hell?
That's a lot of blood.
Yeah.
え、
Oh, she
Whoa!
dead?
She's. Are you?
マリナちゃん、動かなくなっちゃ
No.
ったっぴ。
What?
She's
Takopi,
dead?
just.
痛すぎだっぴか。マリナちゃん、マリナちゃん。なんだかおかしいっぴ。痛いのは良くないっぴしね。ハッピーカメラでやり直して、ちゃんとお話。
Whoa! Oh
The
no!
camera's
He broke
broken.
the happy. What the hell? You guys said hope?
死んだ。
静香ちゃん、
Shizuka-chan needs to get the hell out of there.
絶対死んだよねこれ。
I don't think that's gonna help
Oh
Shizuka.
こ
no!
のせいだっぴよね。ハッピーカメラ動かなっぴし。どうしよう、故障。
タコピー。タコピー。
すっごーい。え、
Don't play this music. What the hell?
I know I wanted her dead, but like
Did you?
not like this.
Did you?
I don't know. I say things that I feel like I exaggerate. I don't think I actually.
You
wanted,
said that? I don't remember you saying that.
I think I said she needs to die.
Oh, I think we said like this is a blood feud.
No, I said something like she needs to die, and now I'm just like
I think
I'm.
like okay, on the one hand, if they were adults and if an adult starts a fight and they get finished in the fight, it's their fault, in my opinion. It feels bad because she's a kid.
With her own trauma. I
At the
also
same
don't
time-
like how Shizuka's taking it.
I don't.
That's what's scary
that's
to me.
scary. Yeah, I don't like that at all. But I also get like in a very input-output system, you're like, oh, thank you, I'm saved now. I couldn't see a way that I'd be saved, but now I am saved.
Now she's like, okay, so I could just kill people who bully me. And we
Which-
can't undo this.
Like,
Wesley, I don't.
I know that I'm trying to articulate and work through what feels so like horrible, bad, wrong. Well, I know in a weird way, I was kind of hoping like that there could be a good ending where Marina kind of deals with her stuff and stops bothering Shizuka
Yeah.
and like becomes a better person.
Like she was
'Cause
horrible.
She was horrid,
she's
but
also
I
a
was
child.
hoping that because she was a child, she might change.
Yeah.
And so all of that potential is gone. The other thing that, like you said, it's partially the thing that is so drawing to me is Shizuka's reaction.
Yeah.
It's also like, okay, cool, Marina's gone now. There's no chance of her changing and being a better person. That opportunity's gone.
I don't think that this is going to solve Shizuka's trauma
I
and
feel like
her
this is gonna make-
loneliness.
I think it'll make stuff worse.
And if she gets blamed at all, it'll definitely make it worse.
At the same time, though, we don't know. Like, Marina just lured Shizuka off into the woods by themselves. She stabbed her in the eye in one other instance, remember?
Yeah.
Like, she is an absolute malevolent force, regardless of if she could be changed in a way or not. Like, if Takopi hadn't stopped her, would she have killed Shizuka? I don't know.
I don't know.
I seriously, I don't think it would be that weird for her to kill Shizuka. Or if not this time, then when?
I think what the horror of it to me is Takopi's so innocent and didn't couldn't even fathom that somebody's just a mean person. And the fact that Takopi's the one who dealt a death blow I'm worried about Takopi and I'm worried about Shizuka's response.
And he finally like plucked up his courage because he was so scared, and he finally is like, "I'll stand up for my friend."
It feels very different to me than somebody who's like, I'm going to defend myself, and they defended themselves and they accidentally killed. This feels more like, I don't know.
You know what also is too?
It just doesn't, something doesn't feel right, and I can't articulate
I think part of it is because I was like, oh, this is like, we're not living in the real world. We have a superpower where we can go regression.
Yeah.
Which makes me like think, oh, we should figure out how to, since we have infinite takes, it's not like we have limited swings and we're going to go out, right? Like, we can run this as many times as we need to find a peaceful solution. I think that's what it is. For me, is it's like, oh, crap. Like, now there is no peaceful solution, even with our superpower. And, oh, no, Takopi, you didn't actually... Weirdly, because usually I'm the one who's like, you know what? If you start a fight, you got to finish it.
I think it's also because, like, Shizuka is going to take the fall for it.
And,
unless she gets out of there.
And I hate her reaction. That is not a healthy...
No.
That, like... We want Shizuka saved. We don't want Shizuka, like, further twisted and traumatized in just a new way. And also, like, Takopi, I think it hurts also because, like, oh, cool, you did pluck up your courage and try to save Shizuka, but you could have just used the camera. Like, you could have just looped. But if you're Takopi, you're like, I've looped damn well 12 times.
I think it's been more like 30 times.
Yeah, like, we don't know how... Okay. That was not good.
私ね、魔法とか信じないけど、実はずーっと思ってたの。マリナちゃんいなくなればいいのにって。
The music is so disconcerting.
でも私じゃ何もできないし、どうせ叶わないと思ってた。でも本当になった。本当に叶っちゃった。すごいよ。まるで魔法みたい。そうだピカ。そうだよ。魔法だってあるんだもん。チャッピーだってまだ生きてるに決まってる。お父さんのところに行ければきっとまた会える。
Yeah, no, Takopi, you know this is wrong.
これでタコビー。ありがとうタコビー。殺してくれて。
Yeah, thank
君た
you.
ちの言
Thank
葉
you
で
for that.
誰かの命を奪うことを殺すというらしい。
Bringing the bad strings, not the happy.
静香ちゃんが笑ってくれた。じゃあ行こっか。太陽系第三惑星地球ハッピー星より着陸7日。
But it's been 7 actual days.
やり直
But
しの
she's
ない
redone so many.
僕の本当の物語が始ま
Oh
ったのは
no.
Can she
ここ
not
からだったっぴ。
make the same? She can't make a camera like that where she does things over again. Like it's done, you know? I don't
Unless we
think
fix the camera? Oh,
I don't think
man.
you can. I think it's like you make a new one each day. Holy crap. I
Do you
feel
mean the happy device is not? It's just that the camera's busted.
I don't.
No. No, bad. Very, very bad. Which is weird, because, like, we're always the one who are like, no, put the villain down. What do you mean you're just like them? No. It feels different when it's kids.
It
feels
does.
very different when it's kids. It feels very different when you have a regression device that you turn into a mace.
It's making me feel. It's making. I don't know. I'm reconsider. I think it is making me consider that sometimes it is not good for somebody to do self-defense if it is like.
Well, we're talking about the idea of equivalent force, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, cool. If a toddler ran up and attacked me, and I, like, punched the toddler in the head as hard as I could.
And killed the toddler.
And killed the toddler.
Yeah.
Everyone would be like, no.
That
was inappropriate.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the toddler attacked me.
Like, if a 9-year-old girl attacked our daughter, who was, like, say 9 at the time, and you rushed in and, like, swung at her to stop her, and say she was, like, beating on our daughter, like, blood has been drawn, like, maybe she even has a weapon, I don't know, and you went in and, like, bashed her in, like, what is that, you know, just as to save your daughter. That's basically, like, what Takopi did, except Takopi's, like, another child. You know what I mean?
Again, I feel like this is, it was an accident, but the thing is, it's like, it was an accident, fundamentally. Like, Takopi didn't mean to kill Marina.
No.
But it's Shizuka, though. I mean, honestly, like, I don't know. If we didn't have magic powers and this happened, I'd be like, oh, this is so unfortunate This is so bad. This is not good.
I think, you know what I think it is? I think it is that Marina needed to face justice, but there was no hope for her getting any sort of justice, right? And consequences for her actions. Because she had all the adults eating out of the palm of her hands. There was nobody to defend Shizuka. And I think it's the fact that, like, and as an adult with a moral compass, you can see, oh, okay, this girl needs to be punished, right? And so we think, oh, Takopi or Shizuka should defend themselves, and if punishment is dealt in the process, that's okay. But the problem is Takopi is not aware enough of like Takopi's much too naive. Takopi doesn't understand like crime equals punishment, crime, and so I feel like because of that naivete, it's not appropriate for like someone with a childlike mindset to exact any sort of punishment on Marina at this time. And then I feel like for Shizuka, it's has nothing to do with like justice or self-defense. It's just make the pain stop.
Yeah. And
I feel like maybe that's the difference and why it's bothering me. It's because it's not coming from a place of like this is equal. This is the consequences of what she's doing. It's just, oh, the pain stopped and I killed her to make the pain stop. That's the message she took away.
And Shizuka is like traumatized.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm scared of her reaction.
Yeah.
I understand. I'm scared of her reaction because of what it symbolizes about her beliefs around the world and people and how twisted her morality code has become because she's been so traumatized. I'm worried about it from that sense. Like, I understand how she got there, but that doesn't mean that she's going to have to walk through life with all those pathologies. Like, those pathologies and trauma aren't solved, and I'm like, oh no, there's been scars on her heart and her soul and her mind that were even deeper than I thought because of how she reacted, as opposed to a healthy reaction at being confronted with death, which is like,
oh
like
no,
the horror. She didn't have the requisite horror.
It was
death.
an accident. I didn't mean to do it. I was just trying to defend myself.
Shizuka didn't do anything.
Yeah.
It was Takopi.
You're right. There was no horror at the death.
And that's what I'm scared from that. And I'm also like, again, Marina deserved punishment. And but she didn't, I don't think Marina, like, from a justice, if we're like being on net, we are in a completely just world. Like, there's a God. I don't think that the punishment that would be delivered would be death.
Yet.
For what she's done.
Trying to incentivize her to kill herself.
Yeah, that's a good point too. It's like, okay, well, at what point? Like,
at what point? Like, is it when she pushes her in the water and she's like, "Oh, you couldn't get out," and like nobody was.
Well, the thing and this, I think the author has done a really good job of presenting something where I'm like, what the hell is a good solution here?
I don't know.
Because there's definitely a trajectory that we're moving towards, which seems like we are going to be like, Marina, I think, would kill Shizuka if you're tormenting someone until they take their own life.
Yeah. And she's
you're
going to
still
that level of pain, gouge her eye out.
Yeah, you're still responsible for their death. But then there's something about it that isn't right.
I think,
which
I think that most healthy people, mentally healthy people, would have a hard time coping with the fact that someone was accidentally killed, even if it's their tormentor, while they were being defended. Like, there's people whose houses get broken into and they kill the person breaking in. And they're still like they're adults,
not like, haha, great.
They're adults and they may not regret it, but they still are like, that was like a horrible thing that had to happen. And there's still a horror there, and there's still like, oh, that wasn't good, right? And it's adults, healthy mentally adults who are coping with that. And these are basically children. Takopi is essentially another child in my mind.
Yeah.
And Shizuka, who doesn't have a healthy mindset to begin with. And that's, I think, why it's hard for like a mentally healthy adult to deal with this, let alone children.
Yeah.
And I think that's like, that to me is why this is so horrendous. I don't know. I'm working through it, but this is definitely challenging some of like principles and things that I feel like I was always like, oh, it's always better for the tormentor like this, somebody like this who is evil, malicious, and couldn't cause somebody to die given enough time. It's better for them to be taken out, always. And now I'm like, well, not in this way.
But it depends on when you're drawing the line. When we've talked about that, it's been like there's a very big difference between when we've made that argument in other shows where there's like mass murderers.
Yeah.
And then the hero has the opportunity to kill them and they go, stop, you'll be just like them if you don't do it. Like, that's very different than playing Minority Report and saying, I can see that they are going to commit a crime in the future, so therefore I will kill them now.
Yeah.
Like, that is very
having
different.
already committed a crime versus
that is
possibly
very different.
will commit a crime. Yeah.
And again, that's why, like, I think that's what it is. It's like we can all see that Marina was on the path where she was like actively starting to try to kill Shizuka.
She was torturing her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, is torture not deserving of death?
I don't think what she did was deserving of death yet. And it's like you can't.
At least prison.
The
prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not the same thing.
Yeah, but what
that's
about
completely different.
Did she, in self-defense, like in a court of law, if you had all the facts and you knew that this girl was beating up another girl, and she killed her in self-defense,
accidentally,
and you had all the facts.
But that's not the question. We're talking about why does this bother us, right?
Yeah.
And again, what you're describing, I would be like, oh, it's really sad.
Tragic. Yeah.
I'd feel so bad. Again, and the age is. The author picked like the perfect age to make it even harder, because if it was older teenagers, I would feel way less conflicted.
Yeah.
And
also giving us Marina's backstory specifically, like, hurts really badly.
It does hurt really badly, but that doesn't.
She's traumatized.
Just because someone's traumatized doesn't excuse what they do. You still have to deal with what they do.
I agree. I can't make heads or tails of it. This is hard.
Yeah, I think Marina's still young, so there's still a feeling that something could change. And just the older people get, the less likely they are to change, just fundamentally. Yeah. Their neurotransmitters, their neurons are less plastic, like they don't adapt, like they biologically don't change.
If Marina had gone to get mental help at this early age,
maybe she could have been helped still. So there's that snuffing out of the potential there. There's the trauma of Shizuka. And whether it's right or wrong, I think fundamentally everybody kind of believes that kids are more likely to change. And like a 4-year-old is more likely to change than an 8-year-old. An 8-year-old is more likely to change than a 12-year-old. A 12-year-old is more likely to change than a 16-year-old. Yeah. And a 16-year-old is more likely to change than a 35-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that doesn't mean it can't happen, but I feel like we're all feeling that where we're like, these kids are 12. They should, and also like, Marina shouldn't have had to be dealing with all of this crap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she's not capable of dealing with it because she is still 12.
Yeah.
And that doesn't excuse it at all. Mm-hmm. But that's still like, oh, okay, well then maybe if we could have just removed her from her mom's custody, she could have been okay. She might not have been, but there's still that loss of potential that I feel like it bothers me there because we're aware of that. Yeah. I will say, like, Marina is the one that caused the kinetic conflict that ended her life. I don't blame Shizuka. Shizuka was not and Takopi was not obligated to let Shizuka be beaten down.
No.
And like, I think that the difference to me is when we give those examples, we're like, oh, this murderer gets killed in a TV show. We're like, that's good. The difference is I'm like, oh, it's a shame that we couldn't stop her. And
so we had hope like Takopi did.
Yeah, we had hope.
A different kind of hope.
But I'm still like, I'm not like mad at Takopi for trying to stop and I'm like, oh, it's a shame that Marina paid the ultimate price and the chance for her to change has been lost. Yeah. But it was her fault that this conflict was happening. Yeah. And it was an accident. So like, I would still feel like in the example that you're saying, right? Yeah. Like it's different because I'm a grown up.
Yeah.
So like, I don't think that there would have to be a really weird situation where I accidentally hurt the 9-year-old that severely. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But like, if we have 2 kids, right? If Lachlan was getting beat up, like bad, and Rosie ran in and like kicked the other kid in the head to get them off of it.
That's a better example.
I would be horrified that the kid that was hurting our son was killed. Yeah. I would be horrified at that. Yeah. But I wouldn't
blame our
necessarily say our daughter did the wrong thing
by saving her brother. Yeah.
Does that make sense? So I feel like there's that. I feel like there's that weight where I'm like, this is horrific. This should never have happened.
Mm-hmm.
I feel so horrible that this child.
Yeah. I think
But
that's a
that
good
doesn't mean that our daughter did the wrong thing by protecting her brother.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I think that's a better analogy.
But it's still horrible. It's still like, this is so horrific that this child has been lost. That's horrific.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I mean, we're talking about children, right? There is an example story in the news recently where there was, I don't know if you heard about it. I think it was like 4th or 5th grade, where there was a girl and a boy, and the girl like asked the boy out or something like that happened, and the boy was like, "No, I don't want to date you." And they're like 4th or 5th grade, okay? So they're, I don't know, 11, 12, 11, 10, 11. And she got all of her like 3 or 4 other girls together, and they came up with a plan to kill him. Like, I'm not kidding you. They had a whole plan. They were going to like do it in the school bathroom. It was a whole, like a legitimate plan where they had done research. These like 11-year-old kids. And luckily one of the girls told her parents. One of the girls told her parents because they had a plan to kill him. Like, they had a whole plan. And like the one went, like the ringleader like definitely went to jail. I think all the girls are injured. But like, so it's I only bring it up because it's a real life example of the horror that kids can
and are
do,
capable
and are capable.
And you're like,
of.
oh, I hope that kiddo changes, but they might not.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, I wouldn't say we need to kill that kid. I'd be like, we need to like
take that child away
institutionalize
from
that child.
Other kids.
Yeah, and like hopefully give them the help and support that they need so they don't do that, or at minimum don't give them the opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
Like, for everybody's sake.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say like, oh yeah,
we
need to kill that kid. But if that boy had like punched one of the girls who was trying to kill him, and she had fallen and like hit her head on the toilet at a weird angle, I wouldn't be mad at that kid.
No, never.
Granted, in that instance, they're specifically trying. I guess, you know what? Marina's trying to kill Shizuka. She just doesn't want to do it herself.
Yeah.
Again, I feel like I feel sad at the loss of potential life, because I feel like for Marina's sake, she should be taken away and like given support, right?
Yeah.
In an ideal world,
yeah.
She's not with her family anymore.
No.
Like, she is being given resources and therapy and like in a different camp somewhere.
Yeah.
And like she's gone from this whole situation. If I'm trying to help her, right?
Yeah.
So the opportunity for that to happen, I'm sad that it's not there. I'm also like horrified at Shizuka's reaction. Not because I don't understand how it happened, but because it indicates like where she's at, and it shows like, oh no, could Shizuka go super dark and exhibit similar behavior to Marina, where you're using
hurt people?
Because fundamentally, Marina's trying to use violence and killing to solve her problems.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, oh great, has Shizuka basically come to the same conclusion as Marina?
Yeah.
Which is like, oh, we should cause.
Yeah, I think we worked through it. I think we got there in the end, but like that
it's
made
not
me,
good.
that stopped and made me think, man.
Yeah.
Because that was awful.
I don't know what the author's intention was when they were writing the story. Like, if they were like, oh, I've got a moral that I'm trying to work to, kind of like a fable.
Yeah.
Or if they were just like, I wonder if I set this up this way, how would it play out? But the author has done such a good job of threading like 3 or 4 or 5 different like qualifying nuanced details that have made it so much harder to think through this.
Yeah. Author did a good ass job, right?
Really good job.
I feel like the author's familiar with trauma and familiar with like
responses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be able to write a story this good.
How the hell
I don't know.
I don't get how we get like
man.
I don't know. Where the hell we go? I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see
I'm
next
curious.
time.
Let us know what you guys think, because we're
we
trying to work through it. And obviously,
through
like
there.
part of the thing with reacting is
we're talking out loud.
We're trying to work through things live, and sometimes we can really just like we'll even talk about it. We'll be like the next day. Sometimes we'll be like, oh, we didn't think about this, because when you're doing it live, especially sometimes.
Be gentle on us.
you can like we're trying to think through it live. So I'm
Yeah.
curious if you guys think through it the same way or if it's different. I feel like there's like 4 or 5 nuanced kind of oddities in this that if you're weighting them differently, you can come to very different results on like how you think this should be handled from like a balancing mercy and justice, right? We're trying to basically be like, how do we balance mercy? How do we balance justice?
What I don't think should happen is I don't think Shizuka should take any blame for this and like
But she's going to, because like
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That,
but
like,
Takopi, like, there's no way that this won't, though.
like fall back.
Because
on
it's not
her.
like, what are they going to be like? No, it wasn't me. It was the pink alien no one can see. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know. Unless she just runs away and they're like, oh, the little girl's body was found in the woods. We don't know how.
I don't even think it would be that. I don't know.
I don't know either, guys.
You
Let
see,
us know.
I feel like both kids, it made me sad. Both daughters idolized their dads. Did you catch that? Even Marina.
Yeah.
And Shizuka, and she's been idolizing her dad. She's like, oh, we went on walks, like.
Yeah.
But he's gone.
And he left her.
He left her.
All right, we'll see you next time.